can see.
Can y'all see me? I'm here, I promise. Better keep that over there.
Please tell me there's one for me.
Better keep that sun drop over there, buddy. Coca-Cola over.
Side pop.
Sun drop better.
Oh, right now?
We're gonna have intermittent bathroom breaks throughout this episode,
Just a little.
so don't question it.
So, today we're here with.
Will, Hendren,
You was mentioned in the last one with me and Poe.
good or bad?
Good.
Catch his chair on fire.
Yeah, probably. We're sitting beside the heater because it is pretty cold tonight.
It's a bit nippy. It's a bit nippy.
They can't hear you if you don't have the mic in front of you. So I tried. I swear.
It's nippy. It's very nippy.
But it was good. I think. I don't really remember. I think we were just talking about you and Aaron leaving.
Leaving.
Yeah. Because y'all left before we filmed the last one.
Oh yeah, when you're putting your tip on.
Pause.
Pause. Yeah.
And Poe?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Talking about the last one, ain't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it went good.
I thought it went great, actually. So,
Interesting topics. I had positive reviews.
I did too. I had a bunch of. I had like freshmen and
Gretchen
sophomore.
said she liked it.
Oh, she watched it. Nice.
Yeah, and I had somebody in my first block and then somebody in our welding classes watching it.
Like from CPCC.
Well, somebody goes to AC, but
Yeah.
somebody that was with us.
Sweet. So, it was a Saturday. What did y'all get into today?
We went to Banner Elk.
And
Then we drove back here, and then we went to Hickory, and we cruised, and then we went to Defy, and then we cruised.
sweet. Same thing.
Same thing. Everyone wished Parker a happy late birthday. His birthday was 3 days ago now. We're filming this at currently 2 a.m. on Sunday. Yeah. Everyone wished Parker a happy early birthday. That's where we went. Defy.
Big 18. He's an adult. You feel any different?
What did he say?
He said, "Don't touch me."
I don't know. I mean, I guess I feel older to an extent.
More maturity, right?
It's more like less time. Makes me feel like I got less time.
Yeah, it's a different perspective, I reckon. We just, I trained horses today. Saw Brennan Little haul hay, milk cows, and then went to a bonfire, watched the dude's foot catch on fire. What was that? Was you there for that?
Corbin?
Yeah.
When I was right next to him when he spilled gas on his foot.
Yeah, that's right. He was trying to throw gas on the fire, and somebody knocked it over and spilled all over his foot. So he threw it out there, and there was just little puddles of fire. He sat there and he tried to put it out with the foot that got drenched in gas, and it caught him on fire. And he ran around screaming.
Well, I was gonna say, I guess it takes a genius, but I've done the same thing in a very similar situation. I thrown gas onto a fire, and I had a bowl.
Me too.
And I caught my whole leg on fire and burned my shoe off.
Good Lord.
Were you here for that?
I think I was.
Harley was beating me with a towel. And I was stripping down.
Was that the same night we found a turd over at the?
Nah. That was a different night. Yeah, it was after. It was just a random, we used a little burn pile for a little bit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
burned my shoe off.
Well, was it your 7th? No, not 17th. 15th birthday.
Yeah.
There's a lot of memories in the shop, for sure.
We used, on my 15th, we had 3 tents set up in here.
Yeah, it was crazy. Completely different friend group. Will wasn't even part of it, was he? Nah. We taught.
I think me and you are the only
friends for that.
Yeah, 'cause I don't really like it's nothing against them. I just don't really speak to them much anymore.
Yeah. Well, if you don't know, you'll know now. We woke up after the whole birthday party.
Are we gonna say who we think did it? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind
for
nah,
sure.
that's kind of mean though.
No. Definitely not.
I don't want to say who did it, but I think we have a pretty good idea on who did it.
Well, let's get some, like, how we know who did it.
Well, there was a certain person, and they decided, hey, I don't want to sleep in the tent, so I'm gonna sleep by the fire. Everybody else was packed into the same tent when there was another tent, but it's okay. And everybody was like kind of shoulder to shoulder in there. So like, if anybody got up, somebody would have heard it.
Yeah, there was a mattress, and you were the only one that was allowed to sleep on the mattress. I remember that.
Mason slept with me.
Yeah, that's right. Mason slept with you, and then
you
Nazir and me slept like practically together. So like it was.
You had
if-
a cot, and they had like some pillows. But
Yeah, if somebody got up, the other person would know. So it was like a big mystery. And then the next morning, me and Mason get up, and we're like, "Oh, let's go get some wood because the fire burned out."
stained the barrel, so I don't know what they ate that. Look, it's still on there.
That's it.
Yeah,
I'll take a picture and insert it here.
multiple times.
Well, well, we got up and we gotta go get some wood, and something stinks when we open the door. I look down, and Mason stepped in human feces. So
I wasn't even up yet.
no,
Y'all hadn't woke me up. Yeah, they,
who did it?
I don't know, but when it happened, they came in there to wake me up using an air compressor. They put it in my mouth and pulled the trigger. It literally felt like my lungs exploded. Like, I'm not playing.
Yeah, it like expanded it by like 2 inches. Like
I literally couldn't breathe. Like, it hurt so bad. Idiots. People die from that. I hope you know that.
it wasn't us. We was trying to figure out who did it.
Okay. It was Mason, and you was standing there.
I was laughing too. Yeah. Well, what was your crazy, like, midway through your high school story? Take the floor.
There's actually too many to count. I've actually had a lot. And back to the subject of fire, I don't think I've been in this shop and not have tried to light something on fire yet. I think there's about every time I try to light something on fire. I'm a bit of a pyromaniac. I'm a nonchalant pyro. Nonchalant pyro. We doing good? Jeremy had to make sure the hose didn't snap.
What are you talking about?
Your s'more. It's gonna get too warm, and it's not gonna be worth anything.
I don't know what that means.
Your s'more?
This genius gets it.
Your s'more.
What do you mean, my s'more?
Your s'more is gonna become lukewarm. And then it's gonna be no good.
Literally. Jeremy. Look at me.
Mountains are blue. See, I thought y'all was talking about, like, I'm tan. I'm an Indian, right?
Oh my god.
Graham cracker.
Thank you, come again.
Graham cracker, chocolate.
Bro, I'm actually dark. For a
Yeah, this is the season where you just know that either you're white or you're Mexican.
I'm brown too, just not like. Thank you, coming. I'm not. I'm a different Indian. I'm Native American.
Well, I have some in me from Lakota, the Lakota tribe.
I'd hope so.
You didn't get it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was hot.
What do y'all want to talk about this podcast?
I don't know. There's a lot of things to talk
Are,
about.
are these kind of
no?
just pilot episodes?
Well, the beginnings of the episodes are always kind of just like, yeah, and then eventually we start getting on the topics. So like we kind of just gotta keep talking till it turns into good.
I don't know. I kind of like talking about like the stories and stuff, like Journey Camp.
Journey camp.
Journey
Oh
Camp.
my gosh, I have a funny story about Journey camp.
What is it?
I think you were there. I can't remember. I remember one year. I got a lot of pictures from that one year. Luxon Green.
Lexi Green.
You silly son of a gun. But one year, you remember the slingshot?
Yes, I do.
Slingshot was
Tell them what a slingshot is.
so the slingshot is you have this generator or what is it, like a motor?
No, a motorbike.
So you got a motor. It's like those little Coleman motorbikes, and they wrap wire around the wheel, and you're probably what 100 yards back from it. The rope comes out 100 yards, and they got this ramp, and
It's connected to a tube.
yeah, the rope's connected to the tube. It's the
Yeah.
inner tube. It's like the one you get on the back of a boat. But they made this ramp, and it don't look big, not big at all, until you sit down on that inner tube,
It has
and you're
like
looking.
a 5-foot lip, so you don't think you're gonna do anything.
It don't look big until you're on that inner tube. Trust me. First year I ever did it, I was 10 pounds underweight. They say, get on there, Will. You got it. Have my whole church in there cheering me on. Freaking, I take off. I'm scooting because I weigh nothing. It's like just the inner tube going. It's like nothing going to it. So they got me zooming down there, and I'm so small, my butt's like it's like a donut. Sit on the donut. My butt was so small. When I hit the face of the lip,
It hit the wood.
my butt slapped the wood. I kid you not, I was in the air, literally like a plank. I was like, ah. I'm gonna get freaking clipped for that. I'm gonna get clipped for that. But you don't close your eyes.
Don't close your eyes.
Oh, my butt. Oh.
Bro, you're giving it to him.
Yeah.
Pause.
I'm clip farming. But dude, I literally for the rest of the journey camp, that was like on a Tuesday, and we go till Friday morning.
Yeah.
For the rest of that week, I was walking goofy. I was a goofy walker.
You look like you done did something, huh?
All right, bro. Not at journey camp.
Wait, you know what happened to me the last time I went, right?
No.
Oh, you remember the game where you sit in like the balls and you run against each
Yeah,
other?
you got a concussion.
Yeah.
You got a concussion.
I
thought you were talking about the slingshot. That's
no. Well, my first time doing the slingshot, I landed a backflip and I was super hyped about it because like everybody was just like lean back, and that's honestly all it took.
Belly flop.
Like, you should have seen Kobe Harriman.
Oh, I'd 100.
Who is it? Kobe or someone else did it and they didn't let go. Like you're.
It was a girl. Was it?
You were like-
Was it one of the Queen twins?
No, I don't think it's someone from our church, but it was some guy from another church. All right, let me see the mic here. The old side discussion. But so it slings you up. You go pretty high. You probably go 30 feet in the air, and you're supposed to let go as soon as you get like peak height. This kid held on to the thing the whole time, way up and way down. Do you not remember that when that kid held on to the whole time? And he like.
Sorry. We left Will out of the conversation.
Yeah, I was sitting over twiddling my thumbs for 10 minutes. But I'm just joking. But the kid came.
Kit Kat?
The Kit Kat.
Will, bro, you gotta lock in.
It's going on here.
Bruh.
Yeah, he's gonna keep in these pauses. I told him to cut out something last time. You can hear me say, cut that out, cut that out, cut that out. But you couldn't hear what I said.
Line.
But you could hear me say.
Okay, but just continue.
Line. I need the script.
You just gotta keep talking.
Anyways, so I got into like one of these balls, and our church said that I should do it because what was it? Yeah, I did. And
Because
it was
big. A lineman. He looked like a lineman.
and I went into it, and it was the first year they didn't do helmets, and I went in, and my head hits the stage of the whole thing, and I grow a knot on the side of my. I knew something was wrong, and I went and talked to one of our people, and he's a paramedic, and he wanted to get Bryce. What's his last name? Sprinkle.
Sprinkle.
Yeah, Bryce Sprinkle. Thank you, man. Like, if you're watching this, uh, he literally sat there and he knew when I got up from my nap or whatever, I had to throw up, and he thought maybe like I had something fractured. Journey camp was just crazy times, and then my first year hanging out with Wade and the Three Forks crew and Luke and all them great friends. We went to me and Wade made a tradition to sneak out every night and go get stuff in the cafeteria.
Wait, I was a part of that too, buddy.
Yeah, well, yeah, but like me and him, we had to like talk to the like people in the trucks. But yeah, that was some crazy times. What about you? What's your favorite crazy story from, high school?
I'm gonna have to say I really don't have many. Like Will's had a bunch probably, but I'm gonna say mine's. I don't know. I really haven't like looking back. I haven't really done much. I've just spent a lot of time. I don't know. Give me something. I don't know what. I don't really have many. I mean, the times the cops.
You hit a car with your 4-wheeler.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You go for that.
I hit a car with my 4-wheeler. The cops came to my house on my 15th birthday. Jeremy was in India, and we worked on his trailer. That's pretty fun. Get in here, bro. Sit right here for a minute. It's hard to do this by myself. We'll go into depth a little bit on the time I hit a car with my 4-wheeler. Me and Will wasn't like super close. I don't
We
even.
honestly didn't. We talked like one time, and it was about my dirt bike. And Parker didn't even believe I had a dirt bike.
Not really. I'm gonna be straight up. I was like, I don't know if he rides, but I was coming down the dirt road down here to the shop to get my helmet to go ride more. Literally, was coming down here to get my helmet, and there's a corner. There's a pretty sharp corner on the dirt road right here, and I was coming around the corner, and I was kind of in the middle of the road, but so is the car. And I'm going probably about 20, and they're probably doing about the same. And wham! And I like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like, ow. And I get up and I look at the car, and I see my 4-wheeler in the trees, and I make sure everybody's okay. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna lay down. So I laid down in the grass, and my mom and dad were following me down here, and they see me laying in the grass, and my mama done thought I done died. So we went to the hospital, and I bruised my kidney, and they said like a pound or two more of pressure, and it would have killed me. But I mean, other than that,
Say that all the time.
yeah, I swear they do, but it definitely hurt for sure. It felt like I had internal bleeding, like it felt like I got stabbed. That's the only thing I know, because the handlebar hit right above my pelvis, right into the soft spot right there.
You had a soft spot.
Well, the spot above your pelvis and the spot between your rib and pelvis is pretty soft.
Is it?
You'd find out, won't you?
I'll find out on one of y'all.
Pause. All right, pause. How about we talk about that? Our biggest injuries of ever, like our whole life. That's just one of many for you.
Yeah, well, I have a bunch of head trauma. Straight up, I've busted my head open 3 times. It's pretty bad.
I can tell. Just kidding. Parker's a smart man. Probably worst injury I ever had was me and my brother. We were riding dirt bikes, and I don't know. We were just goofing around in the pasture, and he told me to hit this one jump, and he said he just hit it. I was like, "It's Aaron. I can hit that jump too." Went for it. Ate crap. I cased so hard the bike bounced back off the ground. Bounced back off the ground. I came flying off and like hit my shoulder like this. I tore my AC joint right here and dislocated my collarbone.
Wow.
That hurt very much. Then we thought I was fine. I thought I was fine. I don't remember the pain because I don't know.
You were riding and you didn't want to look like.
Well, I was like 8 years old. I can't remember anything of that.
Ouch.
too many welding fumes to remember that. But I was fine. Like everyone thought I was fine. Family grows up like that. You walk it off. You'll be all right. So they can go to the hospital. Then went up, and like 5 days later, they're like, "Dang, your shoulder's sagging really low." Like I was sitting there looking like this for like a couple days. I couldn't move my arm. I was like sitting like this for a couple days. Turns out we went to the hospital. They gave me Oxycontin, and they said
Oxycodone. Getting lit.
to an 8-year-old
They gave me a bunch of
in a
this
juice
crap,
cup.
bro. They gave me a bunch of it when I went in there when I hit the car. They just started hooking IVs up to me and filling me up, and I was like, well, that don't hurt no more.
Yeah.
Well, I had to get some kind of scan, and they made me like, I guess, and they put this liquid in me. It made me feel like I was peeing myself.
Yeah,
I didn't, but it felt like it.
And then I had to get a full body X-ray, and they told me that I had torn my AC joint in my back. So that's what's connecting your shoulder blade and like all the things in your back to make your back work. And I like tore everything in there. And they said they've only really seen stuff like that to NFL players. I was like, heck yeah, I'm in the NFL. Let's go. That's probably my worst one so far. Jeremy?
Mine happened with Johnny.
What'd you do with Johnny?
I was going over. It was after the Apple Festival, and I just got this new Beyblade, right? and I wanted to show Johnny it. So I was like, let's go hang out. And we was like, I don't know, 10 maybe. Go down the road to Johnny's. Mom drops me off. Says love you, whatever. And this Beyblade, to put it into perspective, it showed a running horse on it, right?
Pretty cool.
And I was like, that's sick, dude. Like that's the coolest thing that's ever happened to me, dude. And then we go there. We play with them for like 5 minutes. That's it. And we're like, all right, let's just go mess with the other stuff. Johnny gets his gets his paintball gun like kind of working. Starts shooting his sister with it, Sarah, and she gets mad and goes into this playhouse. Well, we go up the playhouse and we're like, dude, what if we jumped off this? It's like, dude, that'd be sick. Like,
That's how all great ideas start. They all start just like that.
yeah, and we was like, dude, that'd be awesome if we could just jump off of this. Like, you know how much airtime it is? I'm not joking when I say this thing was like this tall. But I mean, we were 10, like, or whatever.
Yeah, like a skyscraper.
Yeah, I know. So Johnny jumps off. I'm like, whoa, that was cool, dude. And I was like, let me do it. And I jump off, and Sarah opens the door, right? And it catches my left foot. So my body flips, like, super fast, like crazy fast. And I block it with my left elbow.
Who are you blocking?
The ground. I was eating it, man. And I got up, and I stood straight. And Nicole's like, oh, are you all right? Which is Johnny's mom. And she's like, oh, are you okay? Like, are you all right? And I was like, yeah. And then I'll go to, like, do a thumbs up. And when I do that, my arm goes the other way. I look down, like, go numb, and I pass out. That was it.
In the story, Jeremy died after that.
Yeah.
He said that's it.
I haven't seen that dude since.
Yeah. We got his clone.
Dude,
And then the wakeboard accident.
when we went to Defy tonight, I told Will kind of like, you know when you try to like jump and you like, you're kind of iffy about jumping anyways in the first place. And I was attempting a backflip, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do a backflip midway through the backflip. So, like, I landed kind of, like, on my neck-ish back, and now my back and head's hurting because my knee hit my head,
It's not the only reason.
and my back, like, folded. And now I can feel my back hurt.
He folded. Akko Taco. He folded.
I don't know what I was thinking. I was just like, nah, I'm not going to do one. Literally midway through.
Like,
Yeah.
like decommitted halfway through. You're like,
Literally.
I could live without a backflip. Turns out you can't because you died. Next topic of discussion.
You can't say stuff like that, man. It's got to come natural.
It's got to keep flowing.
Cut.
I mean, cut. There's no cuts. I'm not editing all this.
Jeremy made us read
Jeremiah knows how long it takes to edit
I
this.
have a script that we've been practicing for like the past week here.
have a telegram right behind the camera.
Will
right
always forgets his. Always.
there. It's the world.
Always. Like we've done this a million times.
That's why he was excused from the last one.
Wait, we're on a podcast?
Dude,
When were we doing this?
Today.
When
all welders start off smart, and then they turn into, I cut the metal, I weld the metal.
All right. So we're on a podcast, I guess. Let's talk about our worst injuries in life ever.
We just talked about that.
What's the point of the joke, Jeremiah?
What?
You get to talk to Sticky.
Hey, we need to interact with our viewers. I got a good question.
Alright.
In the comments, please, it won't take
Like
you
and
but 2
subscribe.
seconds. What are you going to be, and why do you want to be it?
We'll talk about it on the next one, right? When it's us, right?
What?
We'll just discuss like what other people want to be. Like that'd be sick
I
or
know what
whatever.
I'm saying, but
Or is
is
that
it-
going to be lame?
No, in this one, do it, and then we'll comment on it. Like, we'll talk about it.
That's
in
what I'm
the next-
saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but we definitely, like, I'd like to see a comment or two in there somewhere. So, like, just let us know. I'm curious.
A lot of people that have watched it, they said like they watch like the first 20 minutes and then they get off because they have something else to do.
We're pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into this right now. You better watch the full thing. Like, comment, and subscribe.
If you made it this far, I mean, you might as well comment something. Right?
Yeah, we got something special for the very end. Stay
you can
tuned.
literally
And don't skip
comment-
because then it won't work.
Like, if you don't know, then say you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know what you're going to be, just say, I don't know. And we'll talk about it.
But
Ain't nobody. There ain't going to be but maybe one.
If you are that one, shout out to you. You're a real one. It's probably going to be us three.
That's going to be one. I watched the full last one. I sat there on the couch and I was like, I kind of got into it personally. Maybe y'all don't.
you got into your own podcast. That's crazy, dude.
Because I was like, I mean, like, you know, I already knew what I was talking about, but it was, like, interesting to see me talk about it. It's,
Yeah. You know what I thought about? I've never explained why I called it the 1205 channel. Because nobody's ever asked.
Low-key, I've never watched one of Jeremy's videos.
get out of
I
here.
didn't. I didn't know Jeremy's YouTube channel. He named. And you have told me 1205, but I forgot.
Why's it called it?
Because Jeremiah 1205.
Verse, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
What does it say?
For God so loved the world that he gave his only
No. It's Jeremiah talking to the people about what? Not me, obviously, but if you know who runs the channel, it's me. So it's my favorite verse, Jeremiah 12:5, and it says, "If you can't run with the horses, how are you going to contend with the footmen? Or if you can't contend with the footmen, how are you going to compete with horses?" Right?
Verse.
And it's talking about how like the little things in life, right? Is if you're complaining about the little things in life, how are you going to deal with like these bigger problems, you know? So like you got to see it as the full picture. I'll have to deal with this small thing today and then the next day and then the next day, but it's all going to turn out to be better in the bigger picture, right? And I feel like that's how like a lot of my friends are. We like to deal with the small things today. We like to get it done. Like we was talking about on the way over here, we like to get it done while we can. So that way we can prepare ourselves for bigger things to come.
Agreed. Yeah, me and Jeremy. Gosh, I wish we recorded it then. Oh, I wish we didn't talk about it then, so we can talk about it now. We went to a deep talk.
Well, what did we talk about? We just
We talked about life. Anytime me and Jeremy are like hanging out, we talk about life. I don't know. People go through so much, but it's not about what you go through and like how you're going through it. It's about what you do after you go through it and how you're dealing about it.
Come out.
Yeah. I mean, it's about how you react to it. If you surround yourself by pitying yourself, making everything bad about yourself, like surrounding yourself by all the bad things in your life and focusing on all the bad things in your life's going to be bad in your eyes. You're never going to see the beauty in life. You're never going to have fun. You're You're always gonna be thinking about the bad stuff, never about the good stuff. And
I feel targeted here.
Why's that? Why's that?
Because I've been told by several people that I'm generally like a pretty negative person.
Agreed.
But I feel like I don't see myself as being negative. I see it as more as realistic.
Yeah.
Like you can tell, like obviously certain things I'm like negative about because I mean sometimes you just gotta be realistic about it. I mean we're not gonna do everything that we said we were gonna do when we were 10, you know, and we're not. We like I was saying, like I'm 18 and I'm feeling older. Like I'm about roughly a quarter of the way through my life, especially with the field I'm going into. Yeah, yeah, exactly. 36. What is that? I don't know. Something 72.
That's crazy.
That's
a crazy perspective.
Well, yeah, but it's true. I
know,
mean,
I know.
I'm going into welding. I'm already like that's already gonna kill me slowly.
Why's that?
There's the fumes and the just there's so many factors that goes into it, like the metal shavings getting in my lungs. Like it's a pretty bad feel for you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. I mean, there's always gotta be somebody who's willing to, and I'm willing to. I mean, it's a good field. It give me a good life, I'm sure. But see, but me saying that, that comes off as negative. But I mean, it's just realistic in my opinion. So I mean, it kind of depends on how you look at it. I mean, I try to be positive about certain aspects of it, but I'd say in general, I'm pretty negative about things.
But I think it's kind of sad though, like being real is negative though, you know? Because like a lot of the times being realistic is a negative, right? Because you have to look at it from a realistic standpoint. But I think it's better, for me at least, to like look at life as a optimistic way, because
I mean,
if you
what you make it for sure.
and if I have an optimistic life, I'm gonna keep it going. It's like more potential to feel, you know.
no, it wasn't targeted to anybody. It wasn't Poe or Jeremiah. I'm saying you get to live life. You get to. You don't have to. You get the blessing from the Lord that you get to live this life. And yeah, it sucks. Sometimes like gotta go to school. Well, no, you get to go to school. You get to come home to your family. You get to have friends. You get to experience life. Yeah, of course, it's always going to be bad, and there's always going to be bad things about it. I'm not saying don't don't make it seem like everything in your life's always happy. Don't try to like mess with your mind and like tell yourself everything in my life's always going to be the best. Nothing can slow me down. Everything's always so good. No, everyone's life's different. No one's life's the same. That's what makes life life. Uh, How should I put this?
Wait, I just want to put a point in right here. Like, even if you're watching this video, you have somebody who has it worse than you, right?
Oh yeah,
Ki-
there's always somebody that's gonna have it worse.
we've always, so that's why I kind of look at it as I get this life, right? I get to have it better than most people, honestly. Like across the whole world, there's people who don't have like access to technology, and technology isn't the problem or the solution to all of our problems, obviously. But like it's one of those things that I think we take for granted like way too much. So like having a vehicle or like clothes on our backs,
Like I was
shoes on our
saying,
feet.
you get to have these luxuries that no like that. Yeah, it seems like all America has most of these luxuries, but the whole world's not America. You have 300 and something million people in America, and all the rest is different. I mean, look at Africa. Look at all these other countries that are.
India.
Well, I'm just saying, surrounded by poverty, and we act like that's not a thing. We overlook it, and we take for granted so many luxuries that we have in life, so many things that we don't deserve, but we take for granted, and we just overlook it and complain about it. Complain about having to do something when these other people in life would literally do anything in their will to get to do things we get to do.
And that's what, honestly, that's like one of the things I don't like about America. We're a very self-centered society. Like, it's always about you, what you're going to do in life, and it should be like that if you're looking at it from an independent standpoint, you know. But to I don't know how to say it, like to carry on through life, and every car you pass, every face you see has a different story as well.
Dude, I be thinking about that all the time. If I'm going down the highway, I'm like, all of these people have their own lives.
You're just a side
They're-
character.
Yeah, it
To
makes
them.
me feel like it. Like I'm what they're what I'm thinking. Does that make sense?
Oh, and
And I'm what they're thinking. Like in that, I don't know how else to explain
I
that.
think about that all the time when I'm driving too. Like,
I
gosh.
pass by somebody, I'm like, I have no clue who that is, but they have their own life, their own family, their own problems. Like it's like wow.
That's how I look at it. Like, I try not to get mad a lot. Like, road rage is a thing. Trust me, I know it is.
Oh,
Did it
I'm
today.
bad.
But sometimes I stop and think, like, they're going slow. Yeah, they probably had an awful day today. Like, you can't get mad. You can't just expect them to, I don't know.
I
We're-
can pass them though.
No one is the main character in life. No one's their own main. I mean, you're always going to be your person. You're going to think whatever you want to think. But you're not the main character in the whole world. There's people who go things differently, that experience things differently. And sometimes I look at people going slow. I'm like, yeah, I could pass them. I could start speeding up. But also I think about, what if God's doing this on purpose? He's slowing me down. What if I did decide to pass them because I thought they were driving slow and like an idiot, and then 2 miles up the road I get in a car accident because I decided otherwise? Just stay back. Enjoy life. Don't.
We'll go ahead and be honest. I don't think I've ever done that.
Really?
If I'm coming home and somebody's going 35 and I'm in Vashti,
Okay,
yeah.
there's a difference between, like,
If somebody's going 50 and I'm usually running about 55, 60, then sure. But if somebody's going like 35, 40, I'm going.
yeah. I mean, there's exceptions to where, like, that sounds like double standards, and, like, kind of hypocrite, but there's exceptions. Like, bro, if you're going 20 under the speed limit, then you probably shouldn't be driving in the first place if you had a rough day like that.
What's all that black smoke? What's all that racket coming from?
Dude, I was driving Rice Childers, the 5.9 or 5.7, dude, and I'd put it into a 5.9, and I put it into fourth when I meant to go in second.
That thing was.
Someone was behind me, bro.
Mine won't
Couldn't
do it.
see a single thing.
Mine won't do it, bro. I can lug it hard and it won't dump even anything, but the second the turbo starts to light, that's when it dumps.
Well, Mr. Nine Blade over here, he knows something about lugging.
well, because yeah. What do you mean lugging?
Like, lugging it out to where you can roll coal. Like,
Yeah, I guess. I wanna go back there for a second. So like seeing like other faces and other people like Parker's sister said. I was talking to her about like my pathway, my career, graduating early, getting a head start, like graduating in my trade before most people are even get enrolled into college. And she was like, well, you have to look at it like this. Everybody has a different path in life. And, like, everybody's going to be more successful at a younger age. Some people's not going to have more success until they're, like, in their 30s maybe. Like, it's everybody's on a different path, you know? So, like, we have all kinds of different stories.
I mean, and also it comes back, apply yourself. Apply yourself. I mean, think about it. Yeah, have fun at a young age. Like, goof off a little bit. I can say I goofed off a little too much, actually. But apply yourself. I mean, 30 years down the road, you're going to look back and be like, man, I really could have did something about that. Like, I could have did something where I don't want to be right now.
In the last podcast, me and Jeremy talked about, like, how people will claim that, like, high school was the best years of their life. And
Don't
this
peak
makes me
in high
think of
school.
A lot of you will, though. Let's be... let's.
big shot.
That was... Well, I mean, a lot of people just... They're told that, though.
And this is not picking at any of y'all. I'm saying it does not matter what you look like, how you dress, what you drive, how you talk in high school. You will not know what, 3/4 of the people out of high school, even if that. You
And
don't
the
don't
chances of you even seeing them again and actually like, I mean, like you might see them in town or in passing, but it ain't like you're gonna stand there and talk to them like you would now.
but don't make your life out to be something that it isn't. I mean, yeah, you get something nice, I'd love to show it off. I do show it off. Like I get something cool, yeah. I'm proud of it. I'm not gonna brag about it, but yeah, it's something I worked hard for and I'll get. And I get that. But don't base your life. I'm talking, young man.
Young man.
But don't base your life, or don't try to like don't people please. Don't people please. That's all I gotta say. Don't try to please people that don't care about you.
I was gonna say like a lot of us are told though that, you know, we that like these are the best 4 years of your life, and I talked to Mr. Walker about that again. Again.
You tell him you brought it up.
I did. And he's like, oh Lord.
That's what he would say.
But I mean he's right.
What?
He was just saying like we don't have any responsibilities right now, but me and Parker was also talking about like having responsibilities is like a blessing in life, you know. But like we're always told though that like these are the best years of your life. Like enjoy them while it lasts. So like I feel like a bunch of people in our generation, generations before, are like reminiscing, like, oh I get like it's not always gonna be you're gonna talk to your friends every day. You have to start thinking like Parker said, realistically or optimistically, but for your own.
Positive. I mean, but be realistic. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really, like I said, I'm not really like the most positive person I know. But you also gotta, you definitely like even if you already. But you definitely like you gotta sprinkle in a little bit of realism, no matter what. Like you can enjoy it, you can have fun, you can laugh, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Don't make life out to what it's not. Don't. I mean, yeah. Please try to look at life the best way you can. But nothing is sunshine and rainbows. Sunshine. Not everything's sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
So take it how it is. And what I've been seeing on TikTok is the freaking Lorax quote.
What?
A tree falls the way it leans. Be careful the way you lean.
You never heard that.
You haven't? I don't know. Like lean on better things. Don't lean on the bad crowd.
No, it's not saying that. It's saying watch the crowd you're with.
I just said that.
Well, I mean, it's not really like that still though. It's like be careful which path you're leaning towards. Doesn't matter friend group, career, like or just your next decision. Like surround yourself with things that are best for you. Yeah. So don't if you're a tree, you don't want to fall into a house.
Yeah.
If you're a person, you don't want to fall into whatever it is, like depression, sadness, same thing, I guess, or like anything. But fall the way that you want to be fell.
Be fell. Speaking of TikTok quotes, I've been seeing this one that's like, and I guess I could say I was dealing with it kind of. We was talking about it on the way up here. Don't chase things or people that aren't chasing you.
Yeah.
But then, like, what about the other people? Ain't they chasing you though? Like, right?
Yeah.
Well,
But what if
but
you're
like,
still chasing it, and it's not chasing you at all?
you have to try, right?
I want to take it back. I need to think about what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like, obviously, I want to try to be with my friends. I'm trying to be with y'all, especially now that football's over. But now I get to hang out with my friends more. I get to fellowship while I'm still here. I'm going to enjoy it while I can, obviously. But, like, the people that, you know, don't want to hang out with me, that's fine. Like I said, you're in your own lane. life's what you want it to be. I enjoy the friends that are willing to, be with me while I'm still here. It's just what makes life beautiful and sad at the same time. We're weaving in and out of each other. Wait, pause. We like our paths are like weaving within each other and leaving and going, coming, going like everywhere. So
Everywhere.
I can't.
Uh,
I like how we was talking about trucks in the last podcast. We're just talking about like deep stuff right now.
well, that's the first episode was pilot episode. Uh, but relationships work both ways. Family, friends, or your girlfriend or boyfriend.
Lovers.
All right, buddy. But they work both ways. Don't if you're putting in all the effort and getting nothing back, then you're chasing something that isn't there anymore. Don't try to chase something that's not there, like Jeremy said.
Some of y'all could take a note on that. Some people, you know who you are.
I have no idea who he's talking about, but
Yes, you do. Promise.
yeah, I have every idea what he's talking about. But yeah, I mean, you hear the quote, phone works both. You hear the quote,
Can we
phone
change the quote or topic
phone
or whatever?
works both ways.
Why don't you want to talk about it?
Oh, don't even. I ain't
All right, let's talk about.
going into that on this.
All right, well, let Poe choose the next one. Okay, what?
Music.
No, Poe get the next one. Well, we can talk about that in the next one. Come on.
I don't got nothing.
You have to.
I don't got nothing to talk.
Is there a quote that you're kind of fond of right now?
FBC. Wait.
I don't know. I'm just in a. I don't know what that means.
FBGM.
No, I'm just in a. If it's his will, it's his will type mood, I guess. I mean, feels like ain't nothing else I can do except go along with that.
Have faith.
It's his will. I just gotta let it be what it is, regardless of my opinions or feelings or whatever. It's either a test or it's just what it was supposed to happen. I mean, maybe they, like the Bible says, he puts two people together, but he can also take them apart. And if it's their time, then it'll be their time, but maybe that's just not right now. Or maybe it's not ever, but I can't tell you that right now. And like I said, if it's in his will, it's in his will, so that's all I really want to say on that for this.
Yeah, I mean, it's just about having faith. I mean, we believe so many things, and I mean, I don't know how to explain this even. I just popped in my brain. I don't know, man.
What's next? That's the way I look at it, what's the next challenge? What's the next obstacle I gotta face? Like I've.
Always another option.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like,
that's why you gotta keep perceiving it, keep going for it.
yeah, but also don't try to force something.
I feel like I'm just burning out. Like it's one thing after another thing after another thing after another thing all the time. It don't matter. Don't matter what you do, how hard you try. It's just something always.
Yeah, that's life.
And it's killing me. It's burning me out. It's wearing me down. I need a break.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying there? Like, I know
Yeah.
all of us experience that.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying.
There's always light at the end of the tunnel too.
Yeah, but where's the end of the tunnel at?
Just gotta keep going.
That's the thing, though. Me and Jeremy said this. The end of the tunnel is not on Earth. It's not. Me and Jeremy talked about this. You can't even imagine you can't even think how small your time on earth is compared to after you die. Lord willing, you live in God's image and you do everything that He wants.
It's infinite. It's indefinite.
Yeah, I mean it's uncomprehendable how much care and love for you have, and also you're never alone. You're never alone. You don't have any friends, don't have any family, but you do.
Always.
You do. You might not see it, and you actually most people never do see it. That's the thing. They think they have nothing. You have somebody, even if it's actually somebody in real life, but you'll always have God. You'll always have Him. He's always there for you. He always will be, and He always has been. You always what?
Making me smile.
Oh, I mean, I'm just saying. You think you could literally have no one on earth there for you, but you'll always have someone. Always have someone looking out for you, doing things that you don't know that He's doing for you, but He's actually doing for you for your own good and for better things that happen in the future. Yeah, whatever you're going through right now, I bet sucks. I bet it sucks so bad. But I mean, life's not fair. No one in history has ever said that life is fair, because it's not. But take it as it comes. Take it to face, take it to heart. Like, don't distract your things and say, I just have it so bad. But you don't. This is not light. Life on earth is not everything in the universe. It's literally like such a small.
It's gonna go on regardless.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like we said, we're how young? You're 18, 17. I mean, who are we to say that my life is crap? Who are we to say that my life's over? I have nothing going for me in my life. Everything's gone to crap. You don't have a say in that, because that's not true. It's not. I mean, you have so much to live for, and you have so many opportunities that you can't imagine right now that'll happen to you in the future, that are just sitting there waiting for you, because it's not your time right now. And for some people it is, and some people it isn't, but it's not your time right now. Then you're gonna have something in the future waiting for you.
Dog, I could go to sleep to that voice. I swear. That's deep though. I like it.
Yeah, I get deep. Well,
Anything else?
nah, I think I'm worded out tonight. Most of my vocabulary is just.
I mean, he gave it all he had, man. That was really good.
More. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, always there's always another point to be made, but thankfully, you got to say what you wanted to,
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I talked any more longer, it can't be a podcast. It'd be a movie, documentary.
But you got anything else?
I think it's time for bed.
Agreed.
Good night.
Thank you. Come again.